हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज की वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ फ्लावर। इससे पहले हमने मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट एंड्रोशियम के बारे में ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस कर लिया था। आज की वीडियो में हम गाइनेशियम के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। गाइनेशियम इज द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट ऑफ फ्लावर and this gynoecium consists of many units. The single unit we call as pistil. Okay, so हम pistil के बारे में, structure के बारे में discuss करेंगे. After that we'll be discussing about the megasporogenesis process, about the megaspore and about the female gametophyte. So all these things we will be discussing today in this lecture. Okay, so as we know, we had already discussed about the structure of flower, and in that we had seen that the pistil part or carpel part, that is pistil or carpel, these are present in the gynoecium, the female part of flower. Okay, so now first we discuss about the pistil, the various parts of pistil. So on the basis of its structure or presence of a single pistil or many pistil, we can call that the flower is multicarpellary or it is monocarpellary. So we can say that this pistil, it is having the diagram like this. Okay, so pistil or carpel, both the terms can be used for it. So this upper part, this is known as stigma. This long cylindrical part we call as style, and this lower, this basal swollen part of pistil is called as ovary. Inside ovary there is a cavity in which various ovules are present. So these are the ovules, right? So if the plant is having a single carpel, then we call it as monocarpellary. In case of a single pistil or single carpel, and if many carpels are present here, then we call it as multicarpellary. Now this multicarpellary, here we again observe whether these carpels are fused or they are separate. So these multicarpellary, they can again be divided into, when they are free carpels or separate carpels, then we call it as apocarpus. And if these carpels are fused, then we call it as syncarpus. So in case of fused carpels, when the carpels are fused together, when the ovary part is fused, in these case we can take here example of papaver and hibiscus. Okay, papaver and hibiscus. So suppose we are taking an example here of hibiscus. So here see, so this is the stigma part, this is the style part, and you can see here that the ovary part is fused here. So in these fused carpels, the style and the stigma part, they can be free or they can be joined, but the ovary part, it will be fused here. So this is the example of hibiscus plant. Okay, so if we talk about the apocarpus, here we can take example of mycelia. Here we can take example of plant mycelia, where the carpels are free, they are separate, but because many carpels are present in the plant, so we call it again as a multicarpellary flower. Okay, so now after this we'll be discussing about the ovule. Okay, we'll be discussing about the structure of a ovule. So here we can see that in most of the angiosperms, the ovule is found to be anatropous. The ovule is found to be anatropous, and this anatropous ovule we can also call as inverted type of ovule. So we can see here the diagram of an ovule. So from the placenta part, the ovule is arising, and you can see here that these are the two coatings, these are the two coverings or coatings of the ovule. These are known as integuments. Integuments, so outer and inner integument. So this one is the inner integument and this is the outer integument. Okay, so generally दो ही इंटेग्यूमेंट्स इसमें प्रेजेंट होती है, बट देयर कैन बी 3 also depending on the particular plant species. But generally it is found that in most of the angiosperms only two integuments will be present here which surround the ovule. And here are the nucellus. Here the mass which is present here, that is nucellus. Okay, now from this nucellus, here will be embryo sac will be germinating here, and that will be present near the micropyle end. So first let me tell you ki what is the micropyle end, what is the chalazal end. So you can see here in the diagram ki jo integuments hain, these integuments, these are coming from this basal part of the ovule. So we call it as chalazal end. We call it as chalazal end, and this you can see here कि यहाँ पर जो integuments है, these are not covering this part. So this part where the opening is found, this is known as micropyle end. This is the micropyle end of the ovule. Now these are the integuments. Here is the nucellus, और यहाँ पर इसमें present होता है embryo sac. Here is the embryo sac, which is the female gametophyte. So this embryo sac, towards the chalazal end, here are the antipodal cells. Later we will be discussing about how these antipodal cells and these synergids and egg cells are formed here in the embryo sac. We will be discussing here in this lecture. So these are the secondary nuclei or polar nuclei which are present in the center, and this is the egg cell, and these two which surround the egg cell, these are the synergids. These are the synergids, and these egg cell together with the synergids, they are called as egg apparatus. Egg apparatus. So here in the structure of this ovule, which is a anatropous ovule, anatropous ovule and it is inverted. It is inverted. So we can say कि जो प्लेसेंटा है, प्लेसेंटा से जो ओव्यूल की जो कनेक्शन है यहाँ पे, दिस कनेक्शन इज थ्रू दिस पार्ट. दिस कनेक्शन इज थ्रू this part. So we call it as funicle. We call it as funicle. And at which point this placenta is connected to the ovule, that particular point is known as hilum. That is known as hilum. So placenta जिस connection के through, जिस stalk के through यहाँ पे connected है, that is the funicle. And the particular point where it is attached with the placenta, that we call as hilum. Okay. So this is about the structure of a ovule. Okay. Now inside the ovule there are the nucellus structure, जहां से कि आगे यहाँ पर these are the diploid cells. So next we will be discussing about कि कैसे ये जो मेगास्पोर है वो कैसे इसमें फॉर्मेशन होती है और कैसे मेगास्पोरोजेनेसिस की प्रोसेस यहाँ पे होती है. So inside these integuments यहाँ पर जो structure present होती है that we are taking as, so here are present archisporial cells inside this ovule and these are the surrounding cells. So these archisporial cells, they undergo cell division and they will be splitted into two cells. So now here will be two cells will be formed here. So this one is the primary parietal cell, and this inner one, this is known as primary sporogenous cell, and these are the surrounding cells. इसके बाद में जो फर्दर डिवीजन होगा इन सेल्स का, तो ये जो प्राइमरी पैराइटल सेल है दे विल बी डीजनरेटेड आफ्टर सम टाइम after splitting into one or two cells, and this primary sporogenous cell, it will be function as megaspore mother cell. Okay, so we are taking here the process starting from the megaspore mother cell. So this is the megaspore mother cell, which is obviously a diploid because it is formed from the nucellus, and nucellus is also a diploid cell. So this megaspore mother cell, it undergoes meiosis process, and during the phase 1 it is forming a dyad, and here the number of chromosome will be half. So this is the megaspore dyad. Then after this meiosis second phase, it will be splitted into 4 cells. So here will be a tetrad, but after some time ये जो megaspore tetrad है, 3 of these megaspore they will be degenerated and only one will be functional here, and that functional megaspore is found to be near the chalazal end. So we can see here that ये जो तीनों जो cell हैं, these are the micropyle, these are towards the micropyle end, and here the chalazal end. So जो chalazal end की तरफ जो megaspore है, only it will be functional for and it will be participating in further mitosis process. But remaining जो 3 cells हैं, they will be degenerated. So here we can say that only one megaspore towards chelazal end will be functional and remaining 3 will be degenerate. So now here is only one megaspore. So this is the functional megaspore. Okay. So after this process, after this completion of the meiosis process, when a functional megaspore is found here, so here will be mitosis process, and this mitosis will be in such a way that only the nuclei is dividing here, but there is no simultaneous cell membrane is covering the dividing nuclei. So one nuclei, it will be divided into 2 nuclei. So this is the mitosis 1 process. After that it will again divide. So these nuclei will further divide, and again here will be like this. Okay, so here are the 3 mitosis process. यहाँ पर 3 mitosis के stages आएंगे, and because यहाँ पर सिर्फ nuclei ही divide हो रहे हैं, वहाँ पर कोई और cell membrane उनको cover नहीं कर रही है. These all are present in the same functional megaspore. So we can say कि this is a free nuclear division. These 3 process, these are the free nuclear division, right? And यहाँ पर ये 2 nuclei present है यहाँ पर. Here 4 nuclei are present here, and here are 8 nuclei are present in the cell. And after some time, these 3 nuclei, here will be covering of the nuclei. So यहाँ पर जो है वो cells generate हो जाएंगी, and these two will go to the center. So they will arrange themselves, और यहाँ पर इन तीनों न्यूक्लियाई की अब यहाँ पर कवरिंग हो जाएगी सेल मेम्ब्रेन की, एंड these will be formed like this. So जो चेलेजल एंड की तरफ यहाँ पर जितने भी हमने पहले लेबलिंग कर ली थी कि दिस इज द चेलेजल एंड एंड दिस इज द माइक्रोपाइल एंड, सो टुवर्ड्स द चेलेजल एंड ये जो तीनों सेल्स हैं, these are the antipodal cells. These are the antipodal cells, and these one of the central one, that is the egg cell, and which is surrounded by the synergid. So this is the egg cell, and these two are synergids. So together they are called as egg cell apparatus, and these two, they will arrange themselves to be embedded in the large central cell. So these are the secondary nucleus or polar nuclei, secondary nuclei, right? So is embryo sac में, the embryo sac, which is the female gametophyte, all the cells present in this female gametophyte these are the haploid cells, these are the haploid cells. ये सभी जो है ये haploid cells है, including the egg cell, including the female gamete egg cell. All these are present inside the embryo sac. Okay, so we can see here कि यहाँ पर अगर हम काउंट करते हैं कि कितनी सेल्स यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है और कितने न्यूक्लियाई यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट हैं. सो फर्स्ट वी विल काउंट द न्यूक्लियाई प्रेजेंट इन दिस एम्ब्रियो सैक. सो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So these are 8 nuclei, and if we count the cells 1 2 3 4 5 6 and this large one 7. So this is 7 celled, 8 nuclei, 7 celled embryo sac. Embryo sac. And now we are coming to this side, that only one functional megaspore is found to be present here. So this embryo sac is found to be developed only from a single megaspore, only from a single megaspore. So we can call this female gametophyte, this embryo sac, as the monosporic. So this is a monosporic, क्योंकि एक ही मेगास्पोर से ये एम्ब्रियो सैक यहाँ पे बना है, जिसमें कि 7 सेल्स प्रेजेंट है और 8 न्यूक्लियाई प्रेजेंट है. सो वी कैन कॉल इट एज मोनोस्पोरिक एंड पोलीगोनम एम्ब्रियो सैक. ओके, सो यहाँ पर हम ये देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर अगर हम नंबर ऑफ सेल डिवीजन की बात करते हैं, सो हेयर इज these are the 2 phases of meiosis. So one meiosis and one mitosis, second mitosis and third mitosis. So for formation of a monosporic embryo sac, here जितने भी जो सेल डिवीजन है वो कौन कौन से सेल डिवीजन है यहाँ पे, only one meiosis and 3 mitosis which are occurring in the functional megaspore. Okay, so these cell division will develop a female gametophyte embryo sac. Okay, so I think यहाँ तक आपको क्लियर हो गया होगा ये, कि एक बार और इसको रिवाइज कर लेते हैं हम कि फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट की फॉर्मेशन एम्ब्रियो सैक यहाँ पर किस तरह से बनता है. सो विद इन द ओव्यूल जो प्रीमोर्डियल सेल्स हैं, ये जो प्रीमोर्डियल सेल्स हैं ये डेवलप होती हैं इनटू आर्कियोस्पोरियल सेल्स विच आर प्रेजेंट इन द न्यूसेलस ऑफ ओव्यूल, एंड these are then splitted here to form a primary parietal cell and primary sporogenous cell. This is towards the center and this one is towards the wall. Okay, so later on it will be merged into the wall, जो ये इंटेग्यूमेंट्स है यहाँ पर. So after some time जो प्राइमरी जो स्पोरोजिनस सेल है, ओनली इट विल बी रिमेन्ड हियर एंड विल फंक्शन एज अ मेगास्पोर मदर सेल. ओके, सो दिस वन इज द डिप्लॉयड. दिस मेगास्पोर मदर सेल इज अ डिप्लॉयड सेल. ओके, सो आफ्टर this megaspore mother cell, how it will undergo the cell division to form a female gametophyte, that we are going to discuss in this. So this megaspore mother cell, it undergoes the meiotic cell division and it will form a megaspore dyad here, and the second phase of meiosis 2 then will lead to a tetrad of megaspore. After some time these 3 will be degenerated and only one, which is towards the chalazal end, it will remain as a functional megaspore which undergoes mitosis process. So here will be free nuclear division, so it will be developed into 2 nuclei. After that here will be 4 nuclei during mitosis 2, then these 4 nuclei again will divide to form 8 nuclei during mitosis third process. So these 8 nuclei, they will arrange themselves towards the 2 ends as well in the center. So which nuclei are going to the chalazal end, they will form a covering around these nuclei and they will be termed as antipodal cells towards the chalazal end, and towards micropyle end are present here egg cell and the two synergids, and these synergids, they are also having some filiform apparatus here. Filiform apparatus here. This filiform apparatus actually, it will guide the pollen tube. It will guide the pollen tube to enter in the micropyle end towards the egg cell. So यही जो सिनर्जिड्स हैं ये उसके बाद में डीजनरेट हो जाएंगे जब ये जो कमिंग जो जर्मिनेटिंग जो पोलन ट्यूब है, विच वी विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर कि पोलन ट्यूब जर्मिनेशन उसमें कैसे होगा. सो यहाँ पर इनका फंक्शन यही है कि जो सिनर्जिड्स हैं वो जो पोलन ट्यूब है उसको गाइड करते हैं कि हाँ आपको यहाँ से अंदर आना है और इस फीमेल गैमेट के साथ में यहाँ पे इंटरेक्ट करना है. सो दीज आर द गाइडिंग एलिमेंट ऑफ द एम्ब्रियो सैक. ओके, सो here we can see here that 8 nuclei and 7-celled embryo sac is formed here, which is again a monosporic because it is formed here from a single megaspore, and again we can call it as a polygonum type, as a polygonum monosporic embryo sac. Okay, so जो megasporogenesis है, as we can see here that the megasporogenesis is the process in which the megaspore is being formed from a single megaspore mother cell. Okay, so from a single megaspore mother cell the megaspore is formed here, so we can call it as a megasporogenesis, and this megasporogenesis is including the meiotic cell division. Okay, so this is the megasporogenesis process. Okay, so this is all about this female part of flower, which is gynoecium. In this we had discussed about the pistil, about the structure of pistil. Then we had discussed about the megasporangium, ovule,